how do someone manage the customer's expectation without things affecting the business adversely? Everybody wants to be on the top list, priority list. Would you agree? Would you agree? When 10 customers come together and they demand that they want to be on the top priority list, who do we put on the top priority list? So it goes on a sequence. Do you agree? Do you agree? Yes, but. So the remedy for us, now, the second half, I have to shift. As I say, the first half, I was on your side. Now, the second half, it's on focusing on the problem and addressing the needs first. You may want many things, but it may not necessarily what you need. So are you willing to open up? Are you willing to listen to the suggestions, to the proposals that's been made? That what you want may not necessarily is what you need. That you have to ask yourself. Another video. Because picture speaks louder. That's what happens when you depend too much on technology.
So one of the central themes in this book is about talking about how companies need to put customers at the center of their business. And at one level, this is almost like a cliche or a platitude, because no company will tell you today that I don't want to be customer-centric, or what I call inside out versus outside in. And in that regard, I think I tried very hard to clarify in this book what exactly does it mean. I think is being customer-centric or outside in is really about a mindset shift. It's about really redefining how you define who you are. So I think most companies define themselves around their purpose, around I produce X product or service, and my job is to go out and make sure I sell it. As opposed to saying, my definition of who I am is I want to own this problem space. I want to solve these problems for these customers, and then my job is to figure out how can I best do this. So my identification is more with a set of customers and a set of issues they're dealing with, as opposed to with here's my product or my service or this is what I produce. And I think that kind of shift is where this all starts. That is, of course, facilitated if you start with a position of curiosity and humility, where you're curious to know who are my customers, what is really going on in their lives, and asking questions that are beyond narrow product-centric questions. Many companies are going to claim to be customer-centric, but when I say, well, what makes you customer-centric? And they say, well, I ask my customers, do you like my product? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? How can I make it better for you? I said, that's not customer-centric. That's looking at the customer through the lens of your product. And in that context, they said, really, we need to shift our focus to needs more than wants. And that's where you saw
That's Ranjay Gulati. He's the professor of Harvard Business School. He has written a lot of books on managing customer expectation, and there's another book on resilience to change. So, based on that video, that is what Censof is shifting towards to. We are putting up a lot of changes to put you at the center. Not customer satisfaction is actually an outcome of a series of events. Our move is more towards moving towards customer-centric. so that we can give you the experience, we can create the positive touch points in your engagement with us, so that the outcome of it would be your satisfaction. But it's a journey, it's a long journey, it needs time and space, an enormous effort from everyone, including you as our customer, to help us make that journey. To illustrate, to briefly tell you what are the steps that we have taken in order for us to move towards this, let me share with you this. There's a 4-step transformation that we have worked on, my bosses. First of all, organizational capabilities. Looking at our internal insights, our strength, building talent, competencies, and so forth. Secondly, looking at our development agenda, which is customer activities, positive activities, customer-orientated activities. This is one of that proof. Get towards providing economically viable solutions, deliver as what we promised, and drive loyalty. I think Dr. A.G. spoke about loyalty this morning, driving loyalty and referral through positive outcome. And the third one, heart and mind model. We are getting everyone in Censof, from top to bottom, to have this heart and mind model towards putting our customers as our priority. Each and every one of you is our priority. And last not but least, to give you that effect, our vision and positioning. Living to what we promise. Leading with compliance and regulations, leading and moving away from our homegrown competitors. These are some of the planned achievements that we have, that we would like to track on a quarterly basis to see how we are moving on our set KPIs.